Hey everybody. So yesterday we got these filling out and it looks good. I'm pretty excited and think it's awesome looking. But I feel like this is a really good point to point out sort of a weakness in the agile methodologies. And that's that we have created a field and that's what we did. Okay, so let's say that's a one pointer. Like in agile, you give points to things and all that. Now, we came up with the idea that a creating a field is one point back when we were doing fields like this, right? Where they're just like an input field. But now a field is like a hint text, uh, this fancy thing, that looks really nice and all that. And then, maybe in a month, a field will have an icon and a pop up a tooltip pop up. And like these things get richer and more beautiful as time goes by. But those original scorings are don't really capture the increased like when you the amount of features and properties that are encapsulated in a comment like add this field. So like, and then like if you were to come back in the future and you have a story to add one field, well, in this adding a field is very simple because it's like this, it's already set up. But over here, adding a field, you probably can't get away with just adding a field like this. In the future, they're going to want the field like this. But then they're not going to be happy that one field, my uh, washing machine is going crazy. Um, they're not going to be happy with just one field being all fancy. You're going to have to go back and update all the fields. So, it's just a different, like, these apples and oranges change over time, and agile doesn't really capture that, or at least people who work within agile rarely capture that improvement. um, anyway, so time to start doing less complaining, more doing. So let's see, let's do this thing. So we create a form and we have some more stuff that we need to put in this form. And this is a good time to go look to see what that stuff is. So let's go ahead and look at our interface. Okay, so we have near, far, x position, y position, and z position, and they're all numbers. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to add five things, or near, far, x position, yeah, five things, y position. We're going to add commas to all but the last one. And then we are going to name them. Near, far. Uh-oh, here it comes again. X position, Y position. It's kind of funny because you get distractions like this, like when you work remote. But the problem is, the thing is this doesn't even compare to the distractions that you get at a workplace with all the drama and stuff that people are going through. And there's like somebody talking on their phone, and you're only hearing half of the conversation, and just whatever, all the crazy stuff. Okay, so now we want to add near camera. So these get initialized in the service. Far, X position, and then Y position, and Z position. If we messed up anything, if we didn't keep those consistent, it will not render. Yep, it rendered. Okay, so that's good. Um, and now what we're gonna do is, and you might have noticed showed zeros for a second in there, and we won't be able to see that in the actual application because we'll start off with raw data, and then you'll go to the edit form. So all of the stuff will be initialized already by the time you get to this page. But so now let's just go ahead and go into here, into the template, and add these things. We still have 5 minutes. I knew we were kind of light today, so it gave me opportunity to rant a little bit. Let's see, aspect ratio, near, far, X position, Y position, and Z position. I wonder what happens when you do that if it breaks. No, it just gives you all these things. So the very first one is near, and then form control name is near, and then this is the closest. I wonder if they have a. Let's go to the service. 3JS service. And let's go to where we create the camera. Set up camera, perspective camera. So near is a camera frustum near plane. That is not helpful, fellas. Maybe it is. Maybe it's helpful to some people. Okay, the nearest plane, the nearest part of the screen, of the scene that will be rendered. Let's see. Let's see. Near. Okay, so that isn't even right. Because that was. Pretty sure that's far. Okay, so did we mess that up in our TypeScript? Yep. Near and far. That's a feature, not a bug. Okay, that looks good. And now let's go ahead. We got 2 minutes. Time for me to quit messing around. Far, and I guess we should say with this. I always do this like at jobs, you know, it's kind of funny, like, because sometimes people will just get caught up and like just let something like this block them, but any kind of text like this is going to get caught. You know, like people are gonna. This is the stuff that people love to spend. Like people that review stuff love to spend their time critiquing and stuff like that, and they're very good at it. That's like what they're good at. So you know, just throw something out there and then let it happen. Let's see, the position of the X of the camera on the X axis. Period. And that one's probably worth copying. Let's just make sure it's not crazy. Oh man. Okay, so form control name must be wrong. Capital P. Exposit, yep, that is right. Okay, so now let's copy that for our last two, because it is just one character off. I love the. It looks like we have an extra. Let's see, exposition. No, we did not have an extra. No, exposition. No, we did. Yes, we did. Okay, so this is the Z position. Okay, we're running out of time. I'm gonna hit pause so I don't get the alarm go off. It's fun. the little bit of tension that that adds to the video, or at least for me while I'm making the video. It's like creative tension, not the kind of tension that like sort of breaks you down, but this kind of tension that like sort of spins you up and all that. X position, Y position, and Z position. That looks good. Okay, so awesome. This is amazing. Hopefully on tomorrow we'll add, in the next video, we'll add the ability to change these things. And that'll be cool. And then as soon as that's done, we can figure out, okay, how are we going to do the orthographic camera. Anyways, happy coding. Thanks. Bye.